let's get to the game. In the bottom left corner here, we have Wokesy and his opponents in the top. In the purple is going to be Carnage. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting match. I believe Carnage, in other games that I've seen him play, he's always been basically the most, like one of the most mechanically skilled players in other RTSs. So I'm curious to see if that also holds here. I suspect it might hold true, actually. I wouldn't be surprised, definitely. But okay, so yeah, our mech factory is about to finish for Carnage. It is already done for Wokesy, so let's see how this goes. Especially since this game is very micro-heavy, since all units can dodge shots. I'm curious to see how Carnage performs here. Okay. So, okay, Carnage trying to focus down the scout with a Merc, almost succeeding, but not quite. Wokesy realizing what's happening before it's too late and moving it out of range. On the other hand, Carnage might lose his scout here to Wokesy. Nah, it's just gonna barely escape there. So yeah, 2 Mercs on the field for Wokesy. He's already working on an air factory. On the other hand, Carnage is working on a second mech factory. This is interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Air factory still in work. Third mech factory. Now this is interesting. I think we've only seen one match so far, I think, where a player went higher than 2 mech factors. Carnage going for a third one here. I actually think he might be able to use this really well, actually, judging by his mechanical skill in other RTS games. I'm curious to see if he'll be able to use bots in a massively effective way or something like that. I don't know though. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a skirmish here. Carnage moving in with Mercs, trying to focus down buildings. Actually, is he purposely focusing down buildings? No, he should be. Yeah, he is focusing down the units first. Okay, so only 1 Bullfrog left to defense. Carnage moving in some more additional units. New Bullfrog on the field. Bomber is on the field too. Okay, that's interesting. That might change the way this goes, actually. Oh, a lot of oh, wow! That Bomber basically taking out everything left. Wow. So yeah, Carnage is going to be repulsed temporarily. Gonna scout around with a single Merc. I find it really interesting how much Carnage likes his Mercs, because the other players, I think, at most would only mix in a couple Mercs with their Bullfrog mass. But on the other hand, Carnage is going straight up Mercs. That might be useful actually versus the bombers and the fighters that are on the field. But on the other hand, I'm curious. Carnage is moving out once again. It seems... Where is the bomber? No clue where the bomber is, but looks... Okay, yeah, looks like these Bullfrogs are being focused on very well. Is Carnage going for... He might be going for the command... No, he's going to go for the silo. The drones are going to be evacuated over. No real losses there. Units no longer being microed. Carnage now focusing down a drone with a single Merc here. That's not gonna actually accomplish anything. Okay, so a single silo done and killed, and a little mining time lost. That could have gone better for Carnage, to be honest. Looks like a couple fighters are moving in here for Wokesy. Looks like they are aiming to do some harass, but they're going to encounter the Mercs. Mercs are going to repel them. Carnage is now working on his own air factor. This is interesting. Yeah, because the air units are even more even faster and more micro-intensive, I think, than their mech counterparts. So I'm very curious to see what Carnage can pull off using... ooh, there's a second air factory. On the other hand, we do have our tank factory done, and our first silencers on the field now. Interesting army composition from Wokesy. We have some fighters alongside bullfrogs and silencers. Okay, so yeah, it looks like this air factory might get focused down. No, it's gonna get repelled. Carnage is going to defend this very well. Ooh, the silencer shot might do some good piercing damage there. Yeah, a lot of damage there going in from the silencers. Silencer DPS isn't actually that good compared to bullfrogs, but against single targets. But when targets get clumped like that, they do 50% piercing damage, and then all of a sudden their DPS. In that case, he was basically hitting 3 mercs at a time, so the DPS was basically doubled by that fact. So, okay. Let's see what else is going on here. There's 2 silencers and 2 bullfrogs, make that 3 silencers and 2 bullfrogs. Rather small army, actually. I feel like Carnage did a pretty good job dealing with Wokesy's army there. Yeah, I think we actually have more fighters for Carnage than we have for Wokesy now. Tank factory almost done, and third air factory on the way. Wow, Carnage definitely has built more factories than I've seen any other player build so far. First 3 mech factories, then 3 air factories, and of course the tank factory. I don't think I don't know if the mech factories are still actively producing units though, but that's still a lot. That's definitely a lot. Looks like we have a second command center on the way, although it does appear to be overlapped with the graphics of a mech factory. This seems to be a common glitch. I'm not exactly sure how it's caused, but it's definitely a thing. That is a lot of fighters. Holy crap! And yeah, they're basically going to dodge all the silencer shots, I think. Although if they fail to dodge a silencer round, it would be pretty bad because they're pretty well stacked on top of each other. But yeah, I can totally see Carnage wreaking some havoc here with these. He's moving it. Okay, let's see what he does this time. I think he's trying to go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a lot of damage potential here. Okay, these fighters doing a lot of damage here, going off the map slightly actually, but no longer dodging shots as well here. But on the other hand, they aren't getting a lot of kills on drones. There's not many drones left here, it seems. But then again, a lot of the fighters have been lost too. But at what cost? Wokesy has, he's evacuated a couple. He evacuated a couple drones over here, so he still has like. But I think Wokesy lost, I would say 2/3 of his drones maybe. On the other hand, Carnage has lost basically all his fighters. No, all his initial push of fighters. He is bringing in a small group of reinforcements. What? Okay. And they are going to try to kill some other stuff. But yeah. It's definitely caused a lot of lost mining time, though. It's definitely done that. It's cost Wokesy a lot of mining time, and it's killed a lot of harvesters on top of that. And it's actually prompted him to build a laser turret, I think. But yeah, Wokesy, I think Carnage is starting to get. I think he wants to. No, he's not. Okay, but he did finish the tech lab, and he is working on a 4th air factory. That's pretty crazy. 4 air factories. Okay. But yeah, I'm curious what we can see from here. We might see heavy tech research into battleships or something. On the other hand, I believe these are whatchamacallit, those gunships that I forgot the name of already. Great. Harpies. Yeah, harpies. I think these are tankier than the fighters. On the other hand, one is dead already. Second one's almost dead. No significant damage dealt here. I think maybe one drone lost at maximum. On the other hand, though, Wokesy was definitely set behind by the earlier wave of fighters, because that definitely took down a significant amount of harvesters. Looks like Carnage is getting ready to move in from this side now. Now that he knows that Wokesy's defenses are pretty much all here, Wokesy is scattering his units. He's moving them up top. Looks like he's oh, this could be really bad for Wokesy. Carnage is moving in. He is going to try to snipe the tech and the mech factory. There also is a tech. I didn't notice that. Curious to see what use that plays. And Wokesy is going to surrender there. Carnage does win this game here, eliminating Wokesy and making it into the best of, round of 4 series. Okay. So our next game, if